Okay, Libra, this is your July monthly forecast. So Venus is in retrograde, and it'll be in retrograde, I believe, until October of this year. So what that means is you're going to be experiencing a lot of people coming out of the woodwork that you possibly used to date. And I bring this up because you're reading right here. We start with the Five of Swords in reverse, which implies reconciliation, compromise, which usually implies a return of somebody from your past. But because you also have one of your obstacles, one of your big issues this month is going to be love life picking up. So, because you right here, you have the Eight of Wands, which implies a lot of social activity, a lot of messages, a lot of people talking about you. Basically, Libra, you have the je ne sais quoi this month. So yes, and I can see that in your reading. Because in the past, when it came to your love life, you were really feeling bad. I can see whatever was going on. These are two unfortunate cards to have, and they're in your past, which is good because you have the Ten of Swords upright, which is, the end of a horrible cycle, the end of, an emotional period of turmoil and struggle, paired with the Five of Pentacles. These are cards of scarcity and pain. So maybe the past person you're with, or how you felt in your relationships, was you felt pain and you felt love was scarce. But it looks like that's turning around because you have the Seven of Wands upright, which is that you will be defending your romance from other people. Either, like, I would say, if you get back with somebody that maybe your friends didn't like, I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying if you do, you'll probably be defending them, or if you get them back, you're going to be setting boundaries, okay? Or you will be saying, this is what I want. No more, of these floozy, these kind of like, oh, I'm just here for a good time types, here for a short time, not for a long time, good time, here for a good time, not a long time types, because you got the Page of Wands in reverse, which kind of gives me a signal that maybe the person that's going to be entering your life that you will be trying to set boundaries with, because I feel like this is more about a boundary card, and you saying like, look, you're going to be attracting kind of an aimless lover, somebody who's like there for a good time, not for a long time. But just because that happens, it's because you're very attractive right now. So you got a lot of Venus energy going on. Like, it's a good time to be a Libra. Let's put it that way. But this is interesting because it says here that you're afraid of your own strength. You're afraid of your own strength, Libra. Who knew? Because maybe you're not just taming the lion. Maybe you're afraid you will be the lion. You know what I'm saying? And here is the Hierophant, which basically says you need some sort of structure and boundaries when it comes to love. You need some sort of structure and hierarchy of belief, in a way. Like, you need to believe in yourself and be not like, say, not affirm to yourself like, I attract love. Like, no, you need to like really practice it and believe it. And how you do that is how you interact with people, how you let them come into your space. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yep. And then you have, this is of course what you fear, or this is what you don't you don't want to have happen, is you don't want to be crying and stuff. This is one of the things you're going to have to overcome, again, is this kind of self-belief that you're not good enough. Like, this self-belief that you have to settle because of scarcity, because that is what is in the past. You know what I mean? And like with Venus in retrograde, now Venus in retrograde doesn't just mean, oh, all my lovers are coming back. No, it also means your old habits with love are coming back. So what this says is beware of going back to crying at night and having a scarcity mindset, like I have to settle because there's not enough fish in the sea, because that's what that is saying there. Because right here the outcome is you're holding on to your treasure. Right here is that, now I get it, like when when you work hard for something, or you hope for something, you want to hold on to it. But with the Four of Pentacles upright with this, it's like you want to hold on to what you value. I see this more as you holding on to what you value versus, because with here the Five of Pentacles, this is scarcity, like they don't have what they need. Okay. With the Four, it's you're holding on to it because you don't want to go back. You don't want to go back to not having. You want to have. You want to kind of like you're a squirrel, basically. You want to save. You want to hibernate. You want to have, you want to be resourceful for yourself. So, but because this is upright, I don't see that as a bad thing. I see this as you learning your value. Like you learning your value, you see, and what you're going to attract with Venus in retrograde. Because that's how you got to deal with this summer month with Venus in retrograde, because that Libras are very attractive during this time. Everyone loves a Libra in the summer, trust me. So especially with Venus in retrograde, you guys are like cicadas. You guys are just coming out of hibernation right now, because I pulled a clarifier, and yes, you are attracting love. Like Knight of Cups is the great romance. It's the great, like emotional, lover one. Oh, it's a water sign, so you might be attracting a Cancer, Pisces, but who knows? It doesn't just mean that. It means like you could be attracted. I like Knight of Cups. Those are one of my favorite signs, because I like a sensitive person, even though I'm a fire sign and I'm pretty blunt. But I do like sensitive, romantic types, and that's what you're attracting, is someone who is developing their emotions, who probably will be able to grow with you, but you have to set those boundaries for yourself. In Venus in retrograde, that's how you got to play this energy. So I'm doing angel or archangel oracle cards to clarify for our Libras in July. Just gonna pull clarifier here for you straight up. Interesting. Okay. Life review. This is a little deep. I don't want you to go overthinking with this. Okay. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Okay. So with this, all this is saying, it's clarifying what I said, is with Venus in retrograde, don't go back to toxic love habits. Don't go back to scarcity. Don't go back to negative self-talk. Don't go back to, self-pity or anything like that. Just be playful and treat it like this. Like, what if you're just 10 or 12 bad dates away from meeting your soulmate? So the faster you get through your bad 10 dates, the closer you'll get to meeting your soulmate. Think of it that way versus, oh my God, I went on another bad date, I'm toxic or poisoned or whatever. Think of it like that, Libra. Okay? So that is your July Venus retrograde reading. I hope that you enjoy this month and have a good time. Okay? See ya. Oops.